Well, welcome one and all again to another Mikey Live program. This is a beautiful day the Lord has made, and we have to be happy about that we have the breath of life and that we're in the land of the living. Thank you to those of you who are just joining us, the first-time viewers and the usual suspects. Of course, we're not here to waste time. This is what we call news discussed, not told, and we have quite a bit to tell you about today. Most of it is what's happening here in Grenada, so brace yourself for that. Someone sharing the program tonight, boy, we'll get some free credit, compliments, Digicel, and that person could be you. Yesterday we give away, as part of our anniversary, boxes of the Rika almond milk. You understand? And we might have a box of milk, a case. Sorry, not a box, a case. So we might give away some more again tonight. You never know if I'm in the mood. All right. So share the business. Now, headlines for tonight: the Ministry of Finance stages the 2022 National Budget Consultation via Zoom. It was going on a moment ago. All right. Pending court matters adjourned, and a serious accident at Westerhall St. David, and as well hospital well prepared to deal with COVID-19 challenges. And the COVID-19 new cases are on the decline, says medical officials, and internet connectivity program is a significant part of the new stimulus plan, and St. Vincent's government Mulls vaccine mandate for teachers. We'll talk about that and more when we return on Mikey Live from our first break. Gotta let you know the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Coach Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value, IGA, Supermarket, and Superb Distributors. And they are the ones who are just making sure that we have enough giveaways for you on the program. So folks, brace yourself. We're taking a quick break and come back. And when we come back, it could be real news in Ole Lili Lolo. Make sure all have all the concoction and thing, because once you start watching the program, you can gain up. You know what I mean? So we're taking a break and we'll be back. Again, if you have not yet done so, please share the business.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on greedy and larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the families, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah man, let's do all we can to stop greedy and larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report greedy and larceny, call 300.
After being locked down during the pandemic,
get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
The croton scale insect, a new threat to our agricultural production, is now creating major damage to several plants. Mango, soursop, plums, guava, avocado, and crotons are among the main ones affected. Excessive sooty mold, black blight, is associated with this pest. Take action now. Cut and burn infested fruits and shoots. Do not move infested materials to other areas. Treat with horticultural oils and recommended insecticides. Request assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture. Follow all safety protocols when burning trash or applying pesticides. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture.
All right, yes, so that's a message from the Ministry of Agriculture. Now, there are a lot of people who are calling on the radio and stuff, and they were saying that there's this pest that's taking over the fruits and it's taking over everything. Well, that happens to be what's happening there. And so they want people to be aware of it and where possible to do something about it, you know. Not just hope that they go away, but literally do something about it, because if you don't, you know, it can get ugly. Yeah, it can get ugly. You can find that you have a lot of your trees that are going to be dying and stuff like that, you know. So, and you really don't want that. Certainly not your fruits, not your plum and your golden apple and all of that stuff. No, sir. You understand? So let's do what we have to where that is concerned. So it's the budget consultation. I think it's wrapping up now if it has not concluded as yet. It was a session that started 6 o'clock today, and it was meant to be for 3 hours, and that's hosted by the Ministry of Finance. All right, and they were inviting every Grenadian at home and in the diaspora to participate in the annual national budget consultation. All right, now it was held via Zoom and also shared on social media like Facebook and so on. All right, they say that they wanted the general public to have an idea as to what their objectives are and the strategies are for moving forward, and as well get the public's feedback on these initiatives and plans. All right, good. Quite a lot happened today, you know, in terms of, you know, just general stuff. And so we'll talk about that in a moment. The general public, you're hereby informed that all pending court matters set for hearing during the period 1st to the 8th of October 2021 in all of the magisterial districts or the magistrate courts throughout the tri-island state of Grenada are hereby adjourned, they say. Please note that all magistrates court will resume for the hearing of matters on the 11th of October 2021. All COVID-19 regulations must be adhered to while visiting the magistrates court and offices. Do be guided accordingly. Well, folks, it was a kind of afternoon today. Word started circulating about an accident that happened at the Westerhall main road. Now, if you have issues with graphic images, well, you might want to close your eye and block it. You know, but it's you know, the individuals, they were on a bike and they crashed, all right? And for a moment, videos and so on started circulating and people thought they were deceased, but it turns out that that's not the case. Despite how it looks and despite what we hear, according to our sources, these people are currently hospitalized. They were rushed to the hospital and are currently warded at the general hospital. In fact, they were able to move. In fact, the driver, that was the worst part of the accident, by the way. Probably it had just happened, and probably, you know, when you probably get knocked in your head and so on, you may pass out for a little while. The rider of the motorbike even sat up, as you can see here in this image, moments after that video was taken, and then they were rushed to the general hospital. So that's a good sight. At least that's the moments later right there. All right. Usually you don't get that kind of positive moments later. So this is a good moment later. Exactly what happened? Police say that they are investigating this particular incident, and of course, once they have more information on it, they'll tell us about it. All right. So that happened at the Westerhall Road, main road, just about before you hit the gas station going up to St. David this afternoon. All right. And so yes, both rider and the passenger were hospitalized. They were rushed to the hospital. All right. They are currently being cared for. That piece, that area there, a hot spot, you know. It's a nice piece of road too, you know what I mean? Anyway, the next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, while we are speaking about the hospital, according to Dr. Darlan Noel, they are prepared to deal with the influx of cases that have been coming to the general hospital. They have the capacity of 93 as it relates to the COVID unit, and they have never been to its full capacity. I think the highest amount they had was somewhere in the 60s. In fact, he speaks of having 11 doctors on call throughout. You understand? And that unit, just to make sure that they have enough hands on deck to deal with the demand in number, the high number of cases coming into the general hospital. He said there's a high number of persons coming in, but so too are the discharges.
The impact of Delta in a population can be very devastating. So in preparation for that, we do have a very strong clinical management team at the St. George's General Hospital. We have established the 5 isolation units with a capacity of 93 beds. According to international infection prevention control policies, and that team is staffed, the units are staffed 24 hours. So I have a team of 11 doctors who are working full time with me on that unit. And as we speak, I want to acknowledge all of those physicians. We have a team of nurses, housekeeping staff, the people in the gas bank who ensure that we have uninterrupted oxygen supply. So it's an entire team ensuring that the patients receive adequate care while on that unit. So over the last couple of weeks, as the pandemic continued to surge through our population, we have had a lot of admissions and a lot of discharges. On a daily basis, We have about 5 to 6 people who were successfully treated and are discharged home to continue their isolation.
Now he says that there are a group of people within our society that they deem as high risk, and he speaks of that.
Those are the group that we have to protect. Those are the vulnerable group who are susceptible to morbidity and mortality. So, having been a clinician on the ground, what I want to emphasize is that we see certain high-risk patients, and I can tell you who are the high-risk patients that are most impacted by the Delta variant of COVID-19. We're seeing a lot of the obese patients who have body mass index more than 30, and it is well documented that obesity is a high risk factor for morbidity and mortality in COVID-19. We've seen diabetics, hypertensive, people with chronic lung disease, COPD asthma, patients with renal failure and end-stage renal disease, patients with cerebrovascular disease like strokes, patients with cardiovascular disease, having had previous heart attacks and so. And we are seeing patients with malignancies. They have cancers, they have tumors in different places, brain tumor, lung cancer, colon cancer. We are seeing people with autoimmune disorders. And we are seeing a lot of the elderly being impacted. So to the listening audience out there, what I do want to emphasize is that this is the high-risk category that is most impacted by COVID-19 and that highly transmissible and contagious Delta variant.
So you're saying that the people who are most susceptible in our society are the people that we need to protect. He says that we need to protect them. He says it's been a challenge, and we have lost a few of them along the way, as has happened in other parts of the world. But they, at the hospital, have saved way more than we have lost.
Those are the group that we have to protect. Those are the vulnerable group who are susceptible to morbidity and mortality from COVID-19. So I'm always a big fan on prevention. I'm always a big fan on taking care of those people to prevent them getting to me. We do save a lot of them, but you know that COVID-19 have a high mortality and we will lose a few of them. But we save a lot more than we lose. Many of them come in on stretchers, cannot breathe, and they walk out of the institution into their vehicles. And I commend my team for that.
Now he's saying that the loss of life and so on is preventable by following 4 basic principles.
Now, how can we prevent that? And it is simple. I can give you 4 basic preventative strategies. 1 is not to let our guard down and to continue with our social distancing. Keep away from large gatherings. Maintain your 6 feet where possible. So that's one of our behavioral changes. The other one is wearing of mask, and quite often it makes me extremely sad when I see people wearing the masks below their nose or the mask is underneath their chin. A third one is hand hygiene. Simply sanitizing with at least 70% alcohol or washing your hands. 3 interventions, simple interventions: social distancing, wearing your mask, hand hygiene. The fourth intervention that is within our control is vaccination. Simple. And what I want to tell you is that when I look at some of the elderly people who have had strokes and they're paraplegic and they have not gotten out of the bed in years, and they're suffering with severe pneumonia and acute respiratory distress syndrome from COVID-19 through no fault of theirs because they have never left the house. We know that somebody took it to them.
And that's the sad part about it. You know, some of these people who have died, no fault of theirs. They're home, have been there, trying to protect themselves in most cases, and others, they just cannot move like that. They're shut in, and somebody brings it to them, and then they die. And the person goes ahead to live their normal life. Really unfortunate. Now, family, COVID-19 is doing a number on us, but also there seems to be a steady decline in the numbers. In fact, if you are to follow the dashboard on a daily basis, you'll be able to see what these changes are, right? And so there seems to be a steady decline in the amount of new cases that are coming in. Even if yesterday's number was a bit higher than the previous day, but these numbers are still very low. In our latest, well, the last that we had, which was published last night, there were a total of 101 new confirmed cases of COVID-19. So that takes our active cases to 1,584. There were a total of 3,000 in general. There are a total of 3,417 recoveries. And so yesterday alone, there were 56. In terms of deaths, there were 4 deaths yesterday. That takes our total count to 139. As it relates to the number of persons in hospitals around Grenada, that stands at 70. Positivity rate stands at 20.7%, and the number of tests that were done yesterday stands at 487. All right, so these are our numbers that are coming in, and of course, according to health officials, there is a decline. So in today's press conference, we asked Dr. Taisha Noel, Taisha Donald, in terms of what is responsible for the reduction or the declining in the number of positive cases, and she says that the virus in Grenada is actually like it is taking its natural course.
There are different reasons for the decline. One, that the disease is taking its course. 2, that there's an increased amount of persons vaccinated within our population, and that also helps in terms of curbing that spread. And generally speaking, you have the natural course of the disease. So you have that graph where you have a spike and then you have a decline. So we're now in the decline phase where the disease in terms of spread has taken its course, and we're going to now have a decline. Of course, that is also dependent on us following those 4 measures that Dr. Noah spoke about. The wearing of the mask, sanitizing, making sure we get vaccinated, and maintaining social distance. So of course, if we don't maintain what we call the behavioral changes, that decline can change. So it's very important that we adhere to these changes, the lifestyle changes, in order to help with this spread.
An open-ended question was asked in terms of what is responsible for the decline, and I trust Dr. Donald. I trust her. That's my son's doctor. And someone is saying that it might be as a result of the tests that are done. Now, if that was the case, she would say that. All right? That's what I believe. If that was the case, she would say that. An open-ended question was asked to her, and if that had anything to do with it, she would state. But here's what can help us with that, with coming up with our own conclusion, is to follow the amount of tests that are done on a daily basis, and to also monitor the positivity rate, and then you're going to have a better appreciation for what those numbers mean and what the decline mean. All right, so let's go ahead and do our own research. They are now publishing the amount of tests that are done on a daily basis, so we will use that, all right, to help us to come to that conclusion as to what is responsible for the decline in numbers. Fair enough? All right, good. Now, internet connectivity, or the internet connectivity program, seems to be a significant part of the new stimulus plan. Jeffrey Gilbert, who is the project coordinator, says that this offers broadband internet access to vulnerable households in Grenada. Now, this is one of the things that we hear a lot of people talking about, because people want to know what it is they have to do to qualify, and so we're going to get to that. But here is Mr. Gilbert speaking of that program.
This program has a very particular significance at this point in time. There's no need to remind us that we are operating in a pandemic. Schools are closed. The delivery of education and learning services are done via a virtual mode. And this is why this component of the program is so critical. We cannot stop, throw hands in the air because the COVID pandemic is here. Our children's education is critical. It's critical. It's a critical building block for the development of this country. So the Internet Connectivity Program basically offers broadband internet access to vulnerable households throughout Grenada. And specifically, we're talking about, in the initial phase, you're looking at 1,500 households.
1,500 households initially. All right. He says while the program is to help mothers and students, parents and students and so on, there still is a little cost that's associated to get this program going.
While the program is geared towards assisting parents and guardians with providing a platform so that the children can learn and study during this pandemic, every program has a cost attached to it. So I would just share with you in terms of the breakdown of the cost for this particular segment per household. So a parent, a guardian, is expected to make a contribution of $20 towards the program. The government of Grenada will contribute $30. And a telecom service provider will make a contribution of $54. So the total contribution is $104.
Thank you very much. And he says there will be conditions for one to qualify.
The program is geared specifically at students in the 6th grade at primary school level, and at the secondary level, students who are in the 5th form. These students, of course, they will benefit significantly from this program because, as I said before, it allows them an opportunity to continue their educational development during the pandemic. There are some conditions attached to it. Importantly, the student must have a good attendance record. And you may ask, well, it's a pandemic now, so how do you verify the attendance record? The Ministry of Education will support and provide relevant information in this regard, because I understand that there is a methodology used in terms of recording when students log in, if they log in at all, and related issues.
Thank you very much, sir. And of course, we are running out of time. So whatever we have for you, we'll probably tell you tomorrow. It's not time sensitive. All right. What I want to do right now, family, is take a quick break and come back. And when we come back, we'll have for you the national report. We'll have for you as well the weather. And if during that period of time we get the dashboard, we'll be able to share that with you and any other breaking news. So we are going to be on the lookout for that. But we are running out of time, so we need to take a quick break and return with you shortly. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
COVID-19 has upended our lives for the past 18 months. We have lost many families, friends, and neighbors to this dreadful disease, and our economy has taken a serious beating. I am ready to get this behind us. Aren't you?
The sooner we each get vaccinated, the sooner we can take off our mask, shake hands, hug each other, visit our friends and family members, and enjoy life once again in our neighborhoods and communities.
Let's roll up our sleeves to foster a community of immunity.
Get vaxxed.
Get vaxxed.
Get vaxxed today.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you're selling to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
After being locked down during the pandemic,
Get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach chairs with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy?
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns. giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Summer is ending, but the deals are just beginning with the Court's end of summer sale. Get up to 50% off your favorite items, to include patio furnishings, pools, coolers, TVs, mattresses, and more. Plus, shop today with the Ready Finance and pay nothing for 60 days. Take advantage of these sizzling summer deals for a limited time only. Shop in store and online at shopcourts.com. Conditions apply. Courts, bringing value home.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 143-114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. NAWASA, committed to meeting customers' needs.
The croton scale insect, a new threat to our agricultural production, is now creating major damage to several plants. Mango, soursop, plums, guava, avocado, and crotons are among the main ones affected. Excessive sooty mold, black blight, is associated with this pest. Take action now. Cut and burn infested fruits and shoots. Do not move infested materials to other areas. Treat with horticultural oils and recommended insecticides. Request assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture. Follow all safety protocols when burning trash or applying pesticides. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Payments on the second economic support stimulus package begin by the end of this week. Details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, September 30th, 2021, I am Sherry Ann Noel. The COVID-19 Economic Support Secretariat, CES, says payments will be made by the end of this week and into next week under the various components of the second Economic Support Stimulus Package. 1,500 applications have been received and approved and are now being processed. Project Coordinator of CES, Jeffrey Gilbert, says so far 500 applications have been received for the Internet Connectivity Program, which seeks to give broadband access to vulnerable households with particular focus on students writing examinations in 2022. He outlined some of the criteria that determines eligibility.
There are some conditions attached to it. Importantly, the student must have a good attendance record. And you may ask, well, it's a pandemic now, so how do you verify the attendance record? The Ministry of Education will support and provide relevant information in this regard, because I understand that there is a methodology used in terms of recording when students log in, if they log in at all, and related issues. In addition to that, we would expect that the students who are part of this program will capitalize on the opportunity provided and make maximum use of it. The program, again, as I said, it has its limitations in terms of what the students can access. So it doesn't mean that because you have broadband access, you will be allowed to go any and everywhere and every site. There are certain checks and balances that will be in place to ensure that there is a level of compliance.
Deputy Coordinator of CES, Chanel Andrews, says a project oversight committee has been established to review and assess the various components of the stimulus program and to make recommendations to the government and Secretariat.
There may be categories that were left out, and this committee role now is to review the process, review some of the queries we have been receiving, and make amendments and proposal to Cabinet for consideration going forward. So although this is the initial program rolled out, when this was planned, it was prior to the new regulations we have. Now we have more businesses being closed, etc., and circumstances has been changed. So we promise you that we will continue reviewing this process and make sure that we are able to provide support to the vulnerable population affected in this pandemic.
Finance Minister Honorable Gregory Bowen reiterated government's plan to provide relief to individuals severely affected by COVID-19 within both the formal and informal sectors. He said a committee will be formed to move throughout the communities to assist persons in filing application forms for assistance under the stimulus program. This will limit the number of persons who visit the CES office.
It is an imperative that we advise people how to access the benefits of the package. It is clear that we have to expand the opportunities for applying from the reports from the CES Secretariat, since that people are leaving all over the country and coming to town personally. There will always be those who can apply online using the technology, but the majority of persons will have to come in and will seek assistance. In that context, therefore, we intend to move. The CES will be overall in charge, but we'll move throughout the country to ensure that you have points. You have offices paid for by the state, and they should be mandated to help people in the various parts of the country fill out the application form. And then the appeals. If somebody feels that they have what it takes and that they did not qualify, then the process, they must be able to write or call somebody and say, this is the application, such and such. So this new panel may relook the application.
Other cash transfer programs included in the packages are the second stimulus package, valued at $36 million, is funded through the Caribbean Development Bank under the Inter-American Development Bank, Caribbean Development Bank, Global Loan Program, and the Government of Grenada. Moving ahead, more than $5,000 have already been approved for payout under the Small Business Development Fund component of the COVID-19 Economic Support Stimulus Package 2.0. During a press conference on Thursday, Chairman of the Small Business Development Fund, Dwayne Noel, said from June to September, more than 195 applications were received and 55 have so far been approved. Several small businesses and micro, small, and medium enterprises will be given support under the Unemployment Benefit Program component of the stimulus package. $7 million has been assigned to small businesses, $2 million for tourism, and $5 million for micro, small, and medium enterprises. COVID-19 has significantly impacted the small businesses industry, forcing a number of businesses to close their doors. Applications have been received from the cruise ship, retail, and fishing sectors and support services.
We have approved 55 applications, and we presently have approximately, I think it's about 13 or 72 in progress, active. That brings us a total of about $580,000 that we have approved so far.
General Manager of Grenada Development Bank, Mervyn Lord, said all Grenadian-owned viable MSMEs that are tax and NIS compliant are eligible for funding.
Tax compliant and NIS compliant does not mean that there is no outstanding tax or NIS amounts. What it means is that if there is an outstanding amount, there is a workout arrangement with either Inland Revenue or NIS, and persons are meeting that workout arrangement. So for example, if you owe, let's say, $10,000, you cannot pay the $10,000 one-off, but there's an arrangement that you pay, let's say, $500 monthly, and you're meeting that, that will be considered as compliant.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
This is a message from the Ministry of Health. If you or a family member suspect that you may have contracted COVID-19 and are displaying symptoms, please immediately self-isolate at home. This means that you must also avoid all contact with other members of your household. Do not visit hospitals or health centers, as this creates the potential for further spread of the virus, and it puts additional persons at risk when you come into contact with them. Your best course of action is to call the COVID-19 hotline at 458-4787 or 538-4787, or contact your nearest health center or medical station. Once your information has been received, health officials will come to you. Help prevent the spread of COVID-19. This has been a message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. 250 individuals who have tested positive for COVID-19 are at risk for severe illnesses will receive a home care package from the Ministry of Health in the coming days. Community Senior Health Nurse Audrey Lyons said the packages are designed for daily monitoring of patients to identify early signs of clinical deterioration. This will reduce hospitalization and mortality from the virus. Nurse Lyons made the announcement during a press conference on Thursday, facilitated by the Ministry of Health. She is optimistic that the program will be extended to more COVID patients in the near future.
We are looking to commence with 250 care packages in the first instance. As the supply becomes more available, more will be distributed. And the target population for this intervention, as we say, for the positive case, but we'll be zeroing on pregnant women, persons with underlying medical conditions, obesity, persons over 60 years of age. Mention must be made to PAHO, who has pledged a donation of 5,000 pulse oximeters, which we are expecting very soon.
Nurse Lyons highlighted the contents of the packages.
Digital thermometers, hand sanitizers, face masks, and information leaflets. We have already started recruiting drivers to transport the nurses, the team to deliver these care packages to the home, and so the nurse will educate the people on the use of these items.
Moving along, even while the COVID-19 pandemic surged through the population, the competent team of doctors and nurses at the General Hospital have been able to save many of those who were admitted for treatment. Dr. Dolan Noel, head of the COVID-19 medical response team at the hospital, who mans a team of 11 doctors working full-time at the isolation unit, said on any given day as many as 6 people are successfully treated and discharged to continue their isolation. Dr. Noel says while the mortality rate has crossed over 130, there is positive news when it comes to recoveries and the dedication of the doctors who work long hours. He says many of the high-risk patients are susceptible to the Delta variant.
We're seeing a lot of the obese patient who have body mass index more than 30, and it is well documented that obesity is a high risk factor for morbidity and mortality in COVID-19. We're seeing diabetics, hypertensive, people with chronic lung disease, COPD asthma, patients with renal failure and end-stage renal disease, patients with cerebrovascular disease like strokes, patients with cardiovascular disease, having had previous heart attacks and so. And we are seeing patients with malignancies. They have cancers, they have tumors in different places, brain tumor, lung cancer, colon cancer. We are seeing people with autoimmune disorders. And we are seeing a lot of the elderly being impacted.
Dr. Noel, a clinician, outlined some of the simple preventative basic strategies that can be followed to prevent contracting the virus.
Not to let our guard down and to continue with our social distancing. Keep away from large gatherings. Maintain your 6 feet where possible. So that's one of our behavioral changes. The other one is wearing of mask, and quite often it makes me extremely sad when I see people wearing the masks below their nose or the mask is underneath their chin. Delta variant does not take much to infect you. Somebody have the mask below their nose and they sneeze, they cough, please admonishing you to wear your mask properly. So that's 2 behavioral changes that can prevent your relatives and your elderly folks from getting to us.
And finally in the news, the Ministry of Health is adjusting its hours to ensure the continuation of services from clinics, some medical stations and health centers throughout the island. Opening hours are being extended at the Satters and Guav Health Centers from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. St. Patrick will also be extended the operational hours from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. from Monday, October 4th. However, on Mondays, operations will commence from 7 a.m. The public can also access 24-hour service on Saturdays and Sundays, and a healthcare professional will be available in the parish. The update was provided by Senior Community Health Nurse Audrey Lyons during the Ministry of Health's press conference on Thursday. Nurse Lyons, who is the manager of the Grenada's expanded program on immunization, says in the St. George's district, the clinics, health centers at Good Hope, Snug Corner and Woburn will be offering Dr. Day, maternal and child health services on specified days. Other clinics will be functioning as normal at Happy Hill, Grandans and St. George's Health Center. In the St. Andrews District, Birch Grove Medical Station will offer maternal and child health clinic on Wednesdays, after which operations are expected to return as normal from Monday, 18th October, and every other Monday thereafter. Operations at Mount Carmel will remain the same. And with that story, come to the end of the National Report for Thursday, September 30th, 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry-Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry-Ann, and the rest of the GIS news team. And before we go to the weather, we do have the COVID-19 update for you, published just a moment ago by the Ministry of Health. Now, the new COVID-19 cases in Grenada is 55, and that takes our active cases to 1,251. That means we've had quite a number of recoveries. In fact, 386 recoveries today alone. As it relates to deaths, there were 2 COVID-19 related deaths today. Cumulative deaths, 141 since our first death. As it relates to the number of persons at the general, not at the general, but in general hospitals around Grenada, that number stands at 70. The positivity rate is now 11.8. All right. It was 20 point something yesterday. It's now 11. Why? Because we have had less new cases from the amount of new tests that was done, and the amount of tests that was done yesterday and today are almost the same. I think it was 480 something yesterday. Today is 465. And out of yesterday's 480 something tests that were done, there were 101 positive cases. And out of the 465 cases that were done, tests that were done today, there were only 55. So you see how they come up with the positivity rate, right? And so 11.8 is pretty decent. And that's it for now for that. And of course, we also need to tell you about the weather, and the weather is from the Met Office. The weather for tonight is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers and thunder showers. Tonight's minimum temperature, 25 degrees Celsius. Winds, east northeasterly to easterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And that is our weather report. And the next thing that we're going to do for you is to say hello to a few people, and then we're going to be on our way. I told you guys we were running out of time. All right, so let's just see a few people who are currently on the program before we wrap up. We have Kizzy, we have Zaka, we have Celine, we have Desiree, we have Michelle, we have Claudette, we have Shum, we have Desiree. Okay, I think I said Desiree already. Who else we have with us tonight? You think they're moving? Okay, here we go. We have Eunice, we have Nathaniel Damon, we have Shireen, we have Kirin, we have Princess, and we have small man Damon, he did. Javar, we have Mike, Kemi, and so on with us tonight. We have Osric with us tonight as well. We have Pearl. Hi, Pearl. Shireen, you want credit? You're not here, right? Sugar Baby, Rochelle, thank you for watching as well. Shireen, you're not here. Della, Ronald, Ansha, did you send me a message? I think you're a winner from last night's program. Gavon, what going on? What going on, boss? Spice Girl. We have Joan, hi Joan, and we have JJ with us. All right, so big up JJ as well. Who else we have with us? We have Roderick, and we have we have Anne. All right, so that's it. There are so many more. There are viewers on YouTube, and there are so many more people who are here not saying anything. In some cases, I'm not seeing some people's messages. Spice Girl, how are you? But I'm still saying hello to you guys, all right? Whether you hear your name call or not, just know that still we appreciate you. So take care, guys, and we will be back tomorrow, God's willing. We have a special program. We're going to share that one. We're going to cross that bridge when we get there. So take care, and may God bless you. So let's do the thing now, man. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No! Take care. May God bless you. Good night.